Good afternoon to everyone. I think we are good in timing. My name is Akhtyrska. I'm head of admissions for international students in Geneva, University of Business and International Studies. I would like to present you to our admission officers who are helping you globally to enter our business university. I'm here today with Aiko Juvet. She's next to me in Lausanne, and I have Valentina Vagione, who is joining us from Argentina, and Samantha Bishop, who is joining us from Portugal. And I see that there are people from the candidates in Poland, Ukraine. I have one agency here who has joined. And let's have some rules for the conference. I would like to propose all participants to switch off the microphones so that background noise is not helping. And we will have some questions, answers part in the end. If you are ready to have a question, you can use the chat, which is common chat in this conference, and we will answer in the end of our presentation. The conference is made with a short presentation from the start, and then the question answer part where you can be face-to-face asking questions. So I would like us to start the presentation, and my colleague will share her screen. So we are talking about the University of Business and International Studies, which is situated in Geneva as a headquarter campus. We have also 10 other campuses around the world, and to each partner institution, we deliver minimum 4 courses. When we talk about reasons why to love UBIS, why to come and study in Geneva, it's of course we are close to international organizations such as United Nations, WTO, different corporations, private banks. Geneva is having a resume of being a center for international cooperation and for diplomatic world. That's why our programs are related to international relations and business. We are having personalized education for our students, small classes, and we really know each candidate name by name. We have the family approach and personalized education, I emphasize. That is reliable in terms of practical experience and theoretical experience. We have outstanding selection of our professors who are experts from the real business world and who are bringing to the class cases, business cases from their companies, from their corporations and private banks that they are representing. As I said, we have lots of partners around the world. So UBIS is situated in Nigeria, Dubai, Myanmar, Kazakhstan. We have over 700 students all over the world, alumni network, and we represent over 30 nationalities in our campus. So you can have people with different languages. You come to the student lounge or to the student kitchen and people speak every possible language. Of course, right now, due to COVID-19 and some restrictions, we have less classes in the campus, actually, but all the classes we also deliver in the same good level online. And I would like to switch to the chat where we have, to the slide where we are discussing our programs. So thanks to the fourth education revolution, we are bringing together technology, world-class content, internationalization at UBIS, regardless to our unique location. On the bachelor level, we are proposing 2 types of programs: Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor in Art in International Relations. In the master level, there are choices for Master of Business Administration with several possibilities in concentrations like management, marketing, tourism, finances, accounting, and the list will be even richer. We specialize in Master of Arts in International Relations due to unique location. As I said, you can be close to United Nations and you can have annual card to the United Nations Library, which is free of charge for our students. For Doctorate of Business Administration, we also have a possibility to study. All the programs can be delivered online, on ground, and blended program when you start online and then you come on campus. So you have really a chance to choose. All the bachelor programs are designed for 3 years and master programs 1 year and a half. Doctorate program is also running 3 years of timing. Doctorate program is mostly done online and it consists with 4 seminars and the thesis writing. When you are dealing with your supervisor and you are concentrated on your research topics. All the bachelor and master classes, they have a possibility to be launched also with practical experience, because when you are on ground, you are allowed to do internships and to work 20 hours per week, starting from second semester. This is really important for the candidates who are coming to Geneva on ground. As for the application procedure, it is perfectly explained a few easy steps that you can follow in our website. You click the Apply Now button and the application form, you sign with all the personal details, your nationality, your age, your name, your last name, all the contacts that can be delivered to admissions team so that we have a chance to speak to you. And you will receive a call, you will receive an email from the officer that is assigned to you. Then you have a second step of payment. There is 100 Swiss francs. It is a practice in all Geneva private institutions. When you pay for your application, it is one-time fee. It's not refundable. So together in parallel, when you send your documents, you also send this payment. Submission of the documents is easy. You are uploading them on the website. And then our academic team has a chance during 2-3 weeks to revise your documents. Some people might require the grade transcript transfer. It is possible if you are joining us on the same level that you've been doing before in your previous studies, like you are jumping from your bachelor studies from home country to Geneva, or if you are switching the university for the master program. If application is successful, you are receiving from UBIS provisional acceptance letter, and it is describing your study plan and your financial conditions on which you are joining our university. UBIS is not providing full scholarships, but due to COVID-19, we have partial discounts, partial scholarships available, and installment fee payments in the planning. We will get back to these financial conditions later on. So as soon as your provisional acceptance letter, your contract, your study offer is released, you have a first payment of your tuition. This is a small fee when you are reserving your place. And after this fee is paid, online students will receive access to our online platform so that they can join classes. And on-ground students will receive visa package from our side, and we are supporting you step by step when you apply to your consulate, to your embassy in your country. And in the final payment, when you are doing, you also get from the university side final acceptance letter, receipt, and everything related to your visa procedure. On the last moment, you are receiving a schedule and introduction to the registrar who is getting you inside the classes and who is explaining you how we work in Moodle and how you can join classes in Zoom, and maybe in future we will have modern technology, but for the moment we are using Zoom to deliver all our classes online. And I give the floor to my colleague, Ms. Aiko Juvet, who will explain you about the admission requirements and also the payment planning. She was a student in Geneva and she can share some personal experience with you too. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. So thank you, Ina. You covered most of the actually topics, the main concerns. So I will talk about the admission requirements. As Ina mentioned, we have a bachelor, master, and doctorate degree. And the main common documents are the passport, diploma, transcript, English proficiency test, motivation letter, and resume. So the difference is depends on the level of degree. So for bachelor is a high school diploma and the transcript. For the master's is logically is the bachelor degree, and for doctorate it's master diploma and master transcript. So I want to talk about especially about the English proficiency test. We receive a lot of questions concerning this matter, and it's not obligatory for us to receive IELTS or TOEFL, but it is important for us to receive English results with a minimum of B1, B2 level, which corresponds to 5.5 of IELTS. And of course, if you're coming from English environment if you finish for example, your bachelor in English, but you're coming from Russia, let's say Russia, we don't ask you to pass the English test because we know you finish your bachelor degree in English. So it's logical that you don't require to. But for some countries like India, Pakistan, Algeria, it is important to provide us with the English test, especially for those English results for those who are applying for on-ground studies. And motivation letter is we ask to write you to one-page essay why you chose a particular program that Ina was talking about. For example, why you chose international relations because you are interested, and you chose Geneva because it's a headquarter of all international organizations. So just a quick introduction of yourself and why you chose this program. The next thing what I want to talk about is tuition fees. Ina already mentioned about the application fee together with the documents. And as you know, we reduced our fees for the 2020-2021 academic year because we understand the situation in the world and we allow our students to pay in installments, which is very rare if you compare to all other universities in Europe or United States. So the tuition fee for bachelor program is on ground is 9,000 Swiss francs per semester. And in total, it's 3 years or 6 semesters. And the online prices are 6,500 per semester. The master level, it's 2 years, or I always say it's 18 months, 3 semesters. And the tuition fee, as you can see, is 9,000 per semester for on-ground and 7,800 per online. And the best what we offer is a blended program. It's a mix of online and on-ground, especially now when there are some restrictions for some countries to travel. We suggest and we offer students to start, for example, online, and as soon as, for example, the borders are open, or as soon as the student receives the visa, so not to lose the time, he can come on ground. And the doctorate program is 3 years, and the tuition fee is the total tuition fee is 25,000 Swiss francs. And me being because some students are asking, is it possible to finish doctorate in 2 years, which is possible, but me being a student for doctorate program, it takes time. And of course, during these 2 years, your supervisors, our professors, they guide you what to write, how to do the research, what topic you are interested in. And the last year, you can focus on your research, doing your questionnaires and analysis. So this is about the tuition fee, and also one of the, advantages of our university is that we have 6 entry dates, which you can see on our terms. It's not like two entry days like in most of the universities. So you can really start every 2 months. It's very unique. And the doctorate program is 2 times a year, the intake, so it's in December and in May. I covered the tuition fee prices, and now I open the floor for the questions. Please welcome. You can introduce yourself and ask any questions that you would like to. Thank you. Ina?
Thank you very much, Aiko, for great introduction. I thought that we can maybe reply some questions that candidates have sent to us in the emails. Some people are asking if we have a soccer team or if we have student council, if we have career coaching. Do you know anything on this matter?
Yes, so it's a good point, a good question. I will start with the career service. So I will introduce myself a bit about my background. I'm originally from Kazakhstan, and it's been more than 10 years I live in Switzerland. I came here as a student, and Switzerland is an amazing country and has so many possibilities. So in this case, I always say when I try to tell more about the program, and we give the opportunities. We give the opportunities, and then it's on every student's hands to take these opportunities and to apply for the jobs, to try to find the internships. For example, all our professors, they're not just the teachers at universities, they are currently working at the multinational companies, or they work for some international organizations like United Nations, Red Cross, or for some missions, for example, and they give this opportunity to to participate at an internship or to do the part-time job. So this is amazing. I mean, like, because usually professors, they cannot share the experience, and our professors, they can really experience, and they can give you this opportunity to do this internship, for example. And another question concerning the student services, student council. Geneva is a headquarter for I mean, like, it's in the middle of the Europe, and I love to travel, for example. So me personally, the first 2 years I was traveling. We have our council who organizes some sport activities, barbecues, movie nights. So it is also, I mean, like, it's also fun. And for example, we have dancing classes or soccer games with other universities, actually, and they play between each other. So it's also some competition between some business universities. And yes, that's it.
Thank you. That's great. Sounds like a student service team is really helping students nicely to adapt, and the part of the classes, they are having amazing students' life. I can also add that we have accommodation services provided. We are helping students to find a room in shared or private room in the dormitories that are available in Geneva, or with private people. We sign the contracts, and we help our students to find accommodation. So when you are applying for your visa, in parallel, our student service team is searching for a nice room for you to rent. For the new people who joined, I would like to ask to switch off the microphones, because guys, you have a background noise, and some other participants might not hear what the admission officers is trying to say.
Girls,
so much.
I have another question for you about the student visa. Is UBIS helping prospect students to apply for it? And what happens if my visa is not approved? What can I do with that?
For the visa procedure, of course, we are helping. So every candidate is receiving receipt that they paid part of their studies. Also, they have a final admission letter because this is the requirement from the embassy. We give declaration of return because students need to sign it in a French language so that they are coming to the home country after they graduate. But basically, when they are students, we give about 3 months for them to finish their internship, to try to find a job. So they always have 3 months more after the graduation ceremony. And if a student needs some extra documents from university, because list of the required documents from different countries can be a little bit another, then we are helping with extra documents. Before, for India, for example, we were providing language tests and we were given certificates that we proved that their language was good. But for the moment, I know that in the world, Swiss embassies are getting more strict, and you really need to have IELTS tests or TOEFL tests, or you need to have education before in English, minimum 3 years, or you need to come from English native environment if you don't have certificate. As alternative, you can have Cambridge certificate, anything else, but should be recognized on the international arena. And when students are waiting for the visa, and we know the situation from the side of Geneva authorities, if he is getting or he is not getting, of course there is a refund policy possible. So student is risking just application form of 100 Swiss francs, and we reimburse totally 100% the tuition fee if he didn't receive the visa. But he need to provide us document that he was officially denied from the embassy, and the embassy didn't give the visa to the candidates. One restriction can be also the age. If the candidate is over like 33, 35 years old and he is applying to the master program, this might be an issue for him because he is way overaged. And Swiss embassy might control his documents. One important document that you are showing to the Swiss embassy is a bank statement. You need to have minimum 20,000 Swiss francs, United States dollars, or euros in your bank account in order to prove that you have living costs for a year ahead, because you need to afford not only accommodation, you need to afford health insurance, you need to afford transportation, you need to afford living costs in terms of food, drinks, some going out. Of course, this is all important to show. And the Swiss embassy is checking every single candidate. So part of documents is coming from your side and part of documents is coming from the side of university. But we are helping step by step, and we are with each candidate in total communication. Thank you.
Ina, we have a question here on the live chat, which is for the doctorate program, will there be any tests or examinations after the sessions?
As for the doctorate program, it's the most serious. So we have the most serious candidates. These are people with practical experience. These are people of 30, 40, 50 years old. During the first 2 years, you are having 4 seminars and you have some assignments work. So part of your final thesis you are already writing during these first 2 years. In the third year, you are devoting your research work with cooperation with your supervisor, and you are finalizing your thesis. Sometimes people write about business plans, sometimes they are writing about improvements to their corporations. So it's really unique projects. It's a lifelong project. It's your own startup that you can create just after you finish your DBA program. Of course, we are treating the candidates very seriously, and we are having academic interview. This is the only group of people that that is having academic interviews when they enter university. They are in touch with our DBA Dean, Dr. Joss Russell. Is interviewing each single candidate, and we can know their level, their background, their research opportunities. For this group of people, we do have entrance interview. It's not a test, but it's entrance interview. For all the rest of the candidates, bachelor and master students, for the moment, they are not required to pass any interview, but they need to have the documents complete. That's the first. And second is to be all the time in touch with admission team. If we have documents and we don't receive any reply from the student, we are obliged to cancel the application. So basically, we don't require entrance tests, entrance interviews like GMAT or things like this, but we require the contact and the full package of the documents. Thank you, Sam.
I have also a question, which is, can you hear me? So the very common question about our online program, which is very famous now and popular, it is not, the question is, does it written that on our diplomas, the student finished online? And to reply to this question, it is not written that the program was finished online for all our levels. So the certificate, the diploma that the student will receive at the end of the studies, it will be the same as he finished on ground. So this is a very good point. And my colleague Samantha asked to switch off some microphones, which there's few people who still switched on the microphone. That's why it's cutting sometimes when one of us speaks.
Aiko, thank you for sharing that with us. I have another question about the online program. How are the classes delivered? Like, you have live sessions with your teachers, or you just have recorded sessions you need to follow and catch up?
For the moment, we are having Moodle system where we have all the materials for our students, and they can have literature, they can have the multiple choice test, different types of examinations. All the sessions for the moment are provided by professional Zoom, where a teacher can break on rooms, where we can have interaction, where we require Q&A sessions, and teacher is in constant contact with students. Some projects are individual, some projects people do in groups, they can be divided class in a few parts, and you are doing your projects all together, and then you are making presentations. So the important part is to be stick to deadlines and to reply to your teacher, to reply to your colleagues, because people can be connected from around the world. We have part of students who are right now in Vietnam, and they are still joining the classes, though they are in a different time zone. For the students who are entering our programs, we will be providing recordings. It is not done for now because some classes are really long. Some classes can be not 1 hour, some classes will be 2-3 hours. And of course, when you do this class on recording, it's not the same type of interaction. So the better experience is to be really in the class, because you can ask questions, you can join the discussion, you can benefit more from this type. And we are changing from springtime our system, and it will be more proficient for the students. So for the moment, from March till June, we will provide in all classes online, and now we started from October again due to the second lockdown in Switzerland. But I can tell you that UBIS programs have received an award of CO magazine, and we were on the 7th place. There were 80 programs that were ranked, and UBIS got in the top 10. So this is a really nice award that we can, praise ourselves about, and our teachers and our students. Thanks for this question.
We have another question about tuition fees and scholarships available. You have covered that, Aiko, before. If you can recap a little bit.
Yes, yes, of course. So as I mentioned, we reduced our tuition fees by almost 20% for all our programs. And this is to help our students to pay for their tuition fees. And the most important, that we allow our students to pay in installments. So as Ina mentioned, we don't have full funded scholarships, but for students who are applying now for the intakes of 20 to 21, I mean 2021 to 2020 to 2021, we have a special price which is applicable only for students applied now. So as you can see the difference, maybe it will be better if I tell you the difference. So before, the bachelor program was 12,500 per semester, and now it's 9,000 Swiss francs, which in a year it gives you 6,000. You save 6,000 Swiss francs, which will make you to save almost 18,000 Swiss francs for 3 years. This is a very good opportunity for students who wants to apply now. And for the doctorate program, it's also, we made a very special case that they are paying only for the seminars, which is 6,250, and they don't have to pay for the last year, for the third year when they're doing the research. So this is also a very good point. And yeah, and that's it. Ina, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I can say that UBIS is the only institution. All our competitors in Geneva and in the region are asking for full semester ahead payment. So you guys have a unique opportunity to pay monthly, as in American system is done, and also you can have 3, 4, 5 installments per year. So we are really treating each single situation individually, and we are trying to make a financial plan that is unique for your family. And sometimes I can tell you that we have family offers. Like, for example, you are coming with your brother, or you decided to come with your husband, wife. So we ask your partner to take just one course. So let's say you are having a full program, and your family member is joining and is paying just for one course. It is also a unique opportunity, I might say, because they can learn French with you, or another language, or they can have project management, project building. And while you are a full-time student, your wife already created a business next to you just because she was having a nice course. But this is also a nice package that can come from the university.
I have a question from email, which is, can I work whilst I'm on a student visa, and how many hours can I work?
Sam, I can tell you that's the most open and often question that we are getting. But actually, when you have a residence card in Switzerland, you are allowed to have internships. Sometimes it's paid, sometimes it's not paid, let's be honest. But starting from second semester. So if we say about Switzerland that working week is 40 hours, students can do 20, because you are spending 20 hours for studying and doing your research and homeworks and assignments. So basically you have just 20 hours on your evenings or on your weekends when you can do something nice. Many people, they are doing volunteer work for Red Cross, let's say in Geneva. It's also a nice place to build your network. Many people are joining permanent missions. You have more than 50 permanent missions in Geneva from all the countries that are represented in United Nations, and you can have your community within these permanent missions: Turkish community, Ukrainian community, Russian community. So you can also join and help real diplomats. There are 3 times per year in United Nations human rights sessions, and students are allowed to enter this. Where in the world except New York and Geneva you will have this experience? Nowhere. because there are just two headquarters. So let's say students in Geneva, they built really nice network. And we also have a job teaser account. It is a platform where you are looking for jobs in Europe, in European Union. And this job teaser account we open for our students, alumni, and for their family members. So you can really search for jobs around Europe while you are still a UBIS student. But I can tell you that sometimes our professors invite our students to be their interns. And also you have from time to time unique opportunity to be an intern on campus to help, let's say, in finance, in admission department, or in student services. So there are opportunities where you can gain. I can say that some students, for pocket money, they go and of course work in restaurants and things like this, but we appreciate if the work is related to what you are studying. So basically, even the call center, reception, administration can give you really good approach, because in Geneva, you have international community inside the campus and outside. You are coming, and 80% of people in this city are foreigners. And this is something that you might not see in another cities. So I can say that in the same time, it's hard and easy to find internship, but if you are active, if you are competent enough, you will do succeed. We have also career coaching, a special person who is helping you and giving you suggestions and recommendations how to build up your career.
Let's try to. Do you have any questions? Those who joined us just now, because sometimes I mean, like, you can write your question in the chat, or you can directly put on your microphone and ask your question directly here. Anyone? Please introduce yourself.
I think Miss Beimot was
Yes.
changing the microphone. Maybe education agents or direct candidates. Guys, if you have questions, even if you don't switch the camera, go ahead with the question. We will help you out. Looks like we covered everything.
Exactly, we covered most of the topics, so people don't have any extra questions.
But I have
you can always send us email or WhatsApp.
Yes, we are available for you in WhatsApp conversations, in emails, in different Zoom conference. I can tell you also that our colleague Valentina is in Latin America, so in geographical time zone, she can cover for us these regions. Maybe you have some specific questions from your countries that candidates are asking. Can you share your experience so far?
Hi, hello everyone. As far as the questions I received are the same as we covered before, but mostly about the students' visa, because many of them need the visa to travel to Geneva in case they want to study there. And also I had many questions about the format on the online program. So that's what we covered before. And of course, I can speak Spanish. So if you have any questions and you want to chat in Spanish, I'm available for that. And that's all I can say from our region.
Sam, do you have some questions from the candidates that they are asking? Which regions you work with?
Well, so hello everybody, I'm from the UK, but I'm based in Portugal, and the majority of candidates that I speak to are non-EU citizens, and so again, just like Valen, we get a lot of visa questions, and I try to encourage that you do your own research as much as possible on visa requirements, because it is different country to country. But as Ina rightfully said before, we assist in every way that we possibly can. So if you do have any questions regarding visas, just email them through to us and we'll be happy to help. The most common question I get, predominantly from Nigeria and India, is whether or not we deliver our programs in any other language. And Ina has rightfully covered that all of our programs are delivered in English, and it would be required that you have a good understanding of English. And that's because, of course, we don't want you wasting your money on a program that you're not going to see all the way through. So that's about it, Ina. I think everything else has been covered.
Thank you so much, everyone who joined, who was on time, who was with us during all this hour. If you will have possibility to put your questions in written form, we are happy to reply. And our team is international, so we try to get a personal approach to the situations. And when candidates are asking if you are not risking, if your university is real, if I can pay 100 Swiss francs and you really give me the acceptance letter, I can say that we are selecting really good candidates. Let's say our candidates are very serious when they are coming to Geneva, means they really want to study. It's not like lying down in Barcelona beach and parties. So Geneva people are very serious, and they are searching for good job opportunities, for good career paths, they come with really good motivations. And I can say that on our campus, they find real UBIS family, as we say, with our students. They have welcome week, they have picnics, as Aiko mentioned, and we try to serve our students in all the possible ways. I'm not saying boutique school, but in some way we are better than 5-star hotel. Let's be honest. And our campus is one floor. We are having just 5 classrooms, but all the classrooms are equipped with equipment, and we are having really good communication, let's say, between administration, students, professors. So we are always in touch, and we try to be with you in real timing. Thank you for the teamwork, and we hope you will be, guys, happy to be UBIS students. And if we can help you in realizing your dreams, Samantha, Valentina, Aiko, and myself, we are ready to receive questions, calls, video campus tours, whatever will help you to make a right decision. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ina.
Thank you. До widzenia. До свидания. Дякую. Merci beaucoup.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.